Hello, hello, hello. Rob Tepper here. You can find me on Facebook at Rob Tepper Unleashed. You can find my website at robtepper.com. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can grow your Ripple. This video is going out to people that are either directly in my Ripple, in Rippln with me, or with people who I know, or maybe somebody recommended you to this video. But what I want to share with you here is how to invite people. A very, very simple process, and the most important thing is we don't want to overcomplicate it. So what we're doing here is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly how to go through the process of inviting someone and keeping it simple. Remember that one of the reasons that we want to keep it simple is because if you're a great salesperson and you invite people and you have a very compelling way and mannerism and sales pitch, people are going to say, oh, of course, I know why you can do it. You're a great salesman, but I could never do that. And you don't want to give people any kind of excuses. The truth is that this is a very, very easy pitch right now because Rippln is virtually no risk and no cost. So if anything, people might not take it seriously because they wonder if it's something that's too good to be true. And the truth is that right now it almost is one of those things. It's just too good to pass up. So we want to make sure that we share it with people. And here's how you do it. First of all, you want to log into your Rippln back office. So I'm logging in under somebody who's in my group's name who has just gotten started, so I can show you what it looks like when you first got started. You had 5 invites, and you may still have 5 that are unused, or you may have invited somebody. Jennifer has invited Mike, and he's accepted. So once somebody accepts, this is what happens with their invitation. But you're going to be there in your back office, and you're going to call your prospects. And one important thing here is that, you know, I'm an internet marketer, and I have a list of people who I correspond with all over the world, and I'm active in social media. And you could just go out there and blast it and tell everybody to get in with you. But the truth is that Rippln is really about connections. It's like you're connected to the person who sponsored you, and they're connected to that person, and they're connected to that person. And that whole web gets very, very deep very quickly. But the truth is that that one-on-one, the very first person who you bring in, who you sponsor, it's going to be most effective if that's somebody who you know. If that's somebody who's on your contact list in your phone. If it's somebody who is one of your Facebook friends who you actually have a relationship with. Because those people are going to be more likely to listen to you, to trust you enough to even have this conversation. So here's how the conversation goes. Hey, John, how you doing? Go through a little bit of small talk, you know, catch up as needed. But then when it's time to get down to business and to respect people's time and to make it possible for you to go through a lot of invitations at once, the conversation goes like this. Hey, John, so are you in front of your computer right now? No? Okay, well listen, I want to talk to you when you're in front of your computer. The most amazing technology just came out. You got to take a look at it. So, okay, we'll talk then. But if John is on the computer, then the conversation goes a little different. Where the next time you talk to him and he's on the computer, the conversation goes, hey, John, are you on your computer now? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So I have come across the most amazing technology. I really want you to take a look at it. So I need to send you an invitation. It's my invitation only. What are you still at the email address that I have for you, john@john.com? Yeah? Okay, so let me send you the invitation. So then what you do is you go in your back office and you click on the next player invitation that you have, and you make out your invitation to John, and John Smith, and you put in his email address, john@john.com, and then you have to fill in this capture code, and as soon as you send this, let's just say that this was a mistake, you know, I sent this a mistake, I'm going to try and send it out, and it'll probably say that it got sent. And there it is, John Smith. Okay? And now John will actually, if you've got his correct email address, and by the way, you can also send to their mobile phone. All of the different area codes for many different countries are in there, so make sure you choose the right country, and then you put in the city code and the full phone number, and you can send the invite that way. But here's the key, is that once you send the invite, whether it's by phone or by email, you also get a copy of the code, and you can access it by clicking right on the invitation. So let's click on John's invitation, and there it is, MKWDHW38. That won't work for you, that'll only work for John Smith. And if you're on Skype with him, then you can just you can just copy and paste that into Skype. Do Control C, Control V. Did we do Control C? Control C. And by the way, it's not case sensitive. Let people know that. And you just put it right there and you send it. We're not going to send it right now. But the point is that there's no reason for people to have an excuse that they didn't get the invite. It might be in their spam. If they insist on seeing the invite, work with them, walk them through it. But you can always say, look, I've got the code right here. Just go ahead to startmyripple.com and put in this code. And then you want to stay with them as they go through the rest of the process. The rest of the process is, if you remember, you put in your code, you get taken to a page where you sign an agreement, the non-disclosure, which basically says you're not going to share this with people who haven't gotten involved yet, who haven't signed the same agreement. They'll sign the agreement, and then they have to click on agree. Then they're taken to another page where they set up their profile, and there the main thing is they have to create a password for them to get into their back office. Once they've created that, then they're set. And then, I don't remember, it might take you to log into your back office, but in the worst case scenario, you'll just go to www.startmyripple.com. Because I'm logged in, it's just showing the same page. But if you're logged out, then what's going to happen is that you'll have a page like this. Actually, if you just go to startmyripple.com, it won't look like that. It'll look like this. But right up on the top here, you got member login, and anytime you ever come back, you can just go to member login, and you can just log right in. That'll put you in your back office. That'll put them in their back office. And you really want to stay with your prospect until they've signed the agreement and they've gotten into their back office, and then you send them to this videos tab. And the videos tab has some really, really great videos. This new video, the Wealth Revolution, is absolutely fantastic. It's about 14 minutes long, and once people watch the first 4 minutes of that, they will know what this is all about. They can choose at that point if they want to do more. Pre-NDA and post-NDA videos are good as well. Actually, all of these videos are good. And then there's some, like this, you have to complete 5 invites to view. And the Rippln trailer, complete 5 invites to view. So that's one of the gamification features. Keep it interesting. You actually have to complete a task in order to be able to get to that next level. Your invites page and your videos page are the 2 most important pages right now. The others, play, Rippln, marketing, don't have anything worthwhile. We won't even talk about them now. But you want to stay with your prospect until they get into their back office, and then you have this conversation and tell them how to invite their people, exactly like what we just did. And if they start asking questions before they get in, you can say, look, that's why I wanted you to take a look at this. Once you accept the invitation, then there's tons of great information available, and that's the other thing I wanted to share with you here. You can tell people to go to the Facebook page. It's very simple, facebook.com/Rippln, and all the latest and greatest updates are being posted there. There's also regularly scheduled trainings, webinars, audio conferences, video conferences going on all the time. Our group is going to be leading the charge. There's other groups that are having continuous trainings as well. But stick with us and we will lead you to that. You're welcome to reach out at any time for me on Skype, Rob Tepp on Skype, ROBTEP. You're welcome to call me on my phone, to send me a Facebook message, but don't let anything get in the way of building your Ripple. Mine has started to grow all over the world. I'm so excited, and I'm most excited to have the opportunity to work with people like you who I haven't had a chance to have a business venture with in the past. This is much more than a business venture. It's a way of connecting us that will keep us connected in a very powerful and positive way. Much of it yet to be defined, but a lot of that is happening. The company is giving more and more information daily about how this is all going to work. The truth is, it has the potential to revolutionize distribution of products and services online, and that's a powerful statement. But think about that. If we get to 20 million people by the end of the first year as we plan, and 200 million people by the end of the second year, and everybody's connected together kind of by word of mouth, I'm connected to you, and you're connected to your friend, and you're connected to his friend, and he's connected to his friend. What's a more powerful way of distributing new information about the best products and services out there? This is it. So that's all there is to it, my friends. I hope this is useful to you. Do not overcomplicate it. Just tell people, if you're in front of your computer, I got to share this with you. We're on a march to 1 million. Get in now. They'll thank me later. And anybody who's really resistant, just let them know there's nothing to lose. If you haven't seen it already, just take a look. If you choose not to do anything with it, that's your call. But don't not look at it just because you may be too busy or be skeptical or whatever. Just take a look. Now, once they take a look, once they sign that NDA, they are tied to you. They can choose never to do anything with it, but if they get involved a year from now or 2 years from now, guess what? You shared the Rippln platform with them, and you will be rewarded. So, once again, Rob Tepper, I look forward to rippling with you all over the world, my friends. It's going to be a great ride, and we will talk soon.